Hello, and welcome back to SpeakPowerDaily. I am Charlotte, and I am so happy to have you here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about something very important and very helpful for your life and your English: healthy habits. But do not worry, this is not a science class. We are going to talk about real habits, real routines, and how small choices can make a big difference in your life. Also, as you listen, you will be improving your English naturally. This episode is designed for B1 learners, so I will speak clearly, slowly, and with useful expressions. Are you ready? Let us begin. Morning routines and starting the day right. I believe the way you start your day can shape your whole day. That is why my healthy habits begin in the morning. Every morning, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. I do not check my phone right away. Instead, I take a few deep breaths and stretch my body. This helps me feel more present and relaxed. Then, I drink a glass of water. It is simple, but it wakes me up more than coffee. After that, I go for a short walk outside, just 10 or 15 minutes. I do not run or do heavy exercise. I just walk, look at the sky, breathe fresh air, and sometimes listen to soft music or a podcast. When I come back, I eat a light breakfast, usually something like oatmeal with fruit or a smoothie. I try to avoid too much sugar in the morning because it makes me feel tired later. Taking care of the mind. Healthy habits are not just about the body, they are also about the mind. One thing I try to do every day is take 10 minutes of silence. Some people call it meditation, but you do not need to sit in a special way or close your eyes. For me, it just means turning off distractions and breathing slowly. I do this before I start work. It helps me feel more focused and calm. I can make better decisions during the day, and I feel more patient with people. I think this is one of the most powerful habits I have added to my life. Another habit that helps my mind is reading. I read for 15 to 20 minutes a day, usually in the evening. Not on my phone. I prefer real books or an e-reader. I often read stories, self-improvement books, or simple novels in other languages. Reading helps me relax and also improves my vocabulary. Eating well, without complicating life. Let us talk about food. Healthy eating is one of the most important habits, but also one of the most misunderstood. Many people think that eating healthy means following a strict diet or counting every calorie. But for me, healthy eating is more about balance and consistency. I try to eat mostly whole foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins like eggs, beans, or chicken. I do not follow a specific diet, but I try to listen to my body. When I am hungry, I eat. When I feel full, I stop. I also drink plenty of water during the day. I carry a bottle with me almost everywhere, at home, in the office, and even when I travel. Staying hydrated helps me feel more alert and less tired. Of course, I still enjoy a treat now and then. A piece of chocolate or a slice of cake on special occasions is totally fine. Healthy habits are not about perfection. They are about progress. I do not punish myself if I eat something unhealthy. I just try to make better choices most of the time. Moving your body daily. Some people love going to the gym. Others do not. I think the important thing is not how you move, but that you move. For me, movement is part of my everyday routine. I do not exercise for hours, but I do something active every day. Sometimes I go for a walk. Other days I do light stretching or short online workouts. And when I have more time, I like to dance in my room with music I love. It is fun and lifts my mood instantly. I also try not to sit for too long. When I work from home, I set a timer to stand up every hour. I walk around, stretch, or even do a few squats. These small habits may not seem important, but they add up. They keep my body flexible and my mind clear. If you do not enjoy traditional exercise, that is okay. Find something that feels good for you. Maybe swimming, gardening, or playing with your kids. The goal is to stay active, not to suffer. Creating balance with technology. Now let's talk about something that affects all of us: technology. I use my phone, computer, and TV every day. Most of us do. And technology can be helpful. But it can also become a problem if we use it too much. That is why I have created a habit of digital balance. For example, I do not check my phone during meals. I also avoid screens at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Instead, I listen to music or read something simple to help my mind relax. Another habit that helps me is turning off notifications. I used to get alerts from every app: messages, news, social media, and it was very distracting. Now I only keep the important ones, like calls or work messages. This helps me stay focused and present in real life. I also try to take one day a week, usually Sunday, to reduce my screen time. I spend more time outdoors, with friends or family, or just enjoying quiet time. It gives my brain a break and helps me feel more connected to the real world. Putting it all together. When people ask me how I stay healthy, I always say the same thing. I do my best every day, and I keep it simple. You do not need a perfect routine to be healthy. You just need to take small, consistent steps. Maybe you start with 1 glass of water in the morning, or 5 minutes of walking, or turning off your phone for 1 hour a day. Small changes lead to big results, and when you feel better, everything in your life improves. Your energy, your relationships, even your English learning. The power of rest and good sleep. Now, let us talk about one of the most underrated healthy habits: rest. Many people think that being healthy means always being active, always doing something. But rest is just as important as action. Your body and your mind need time to recover. For me, sleep is one of my top priorities. I try to go to bed at the same time every night, even on weekends. I usually start preparing for bed around 9:30 p.m. I turn off bright lights, lower the volume of any music, and stop using my phone. Before sleeping, I have a little routine. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and sometimes write in a small notebook. I do not write a full journal, just a few things I felt during the day or something I'm grateful for. This habit helps me relax and let go of any stress. When I sleep well, I feel better in every way. I have more energy, I feel calmer, and I make better decisions. Sleep is not a waste of time. It is a basic human need, and it should be respected. Staying motivated without treasure. Now, I want to talk about something many people struggle with: motivation. It is easy to feel excited at the beginning. Maybe you decide, I want to eat healthier, or I will walk every day. But after a few days or weeks, that excitement fades. Life gets busy. You forget your goals. I have experienced that too. That is why I no longer rely on motivation. I rely on systems and habits. For example, I do not ask myself, do I feel like going for a walk today? I just go. It is part of my routine. I make it easy. I prepare my shoes and water the night before. I remove the decision from the moment. That way, I do not waste energy thinking about it. Another tip that works for me is celebrating small wins. If I drank more water today, I tell myself, "Great job." If I avoided too much screen time, I notice it and feel proud. These little victories create momentum, and they remind me that I am improving even if the steps are small. Remember, healthy habits are not a race. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep showing up. When I was younger, I used to think being healthy meant being thin or going to the gym every day. But now I see things differently. For me, being healthy means waking up with energy. It means feeling strong enough to enjoy life. It means having space in my mind to think clearly, to be kind, and to learn. Healthy habits are not just tools. They are a form of self-respect. When I drink water, I am saying, my body matters. When I take a walk, I am saying, my energy is important. When I choose rest over more work, I am saying, I deserve peace. And you do too. You deserve to feel good in your body and in your mind. You do not need to do everything at once. Just choose one habit, something small, something kind, and begin. Maybe it is drinking water in the morning. Maybe it is walking for 5 minutes. Maybe it is turning off your phone before bed. Start with one habit. Stick with it. Let it grow. Healthy habits you can start today. Before we end today's episode, let us quickly review the healthy habits we talked about. These are simple habits, but they can make a big difference in your life if you practice them regularly. 1. Use time out your day with intention. Wake up calmly, stretch, and drink water. 2. Check your body, whether it is walking, dancing, or stretching, just keep moving. 3. Take some balanced meals. Focus on whole foods and listen to your body. 4. Repeat care of your mind. Practice quiet moments, breathing, or reading. 5. Take some balance with technology. Limit distractions and protect your time. 6. Present your rest. Sleep well and build a nighttime routine. 7. Quiz-build systems, not pressure. Motivation fades, but habits last. 8. Tolerate small wins. Every positive choice matters. You do not need to do all of these right now. Choose one. Make it yours. And once it feels easy, add another. Final reflections. Healthy habits are not about being perfect. They are about taking care of yourself a little more each day. There will be days when things go wrong. That is normal. You are human. What matters is what you do next. Do you give up, or do you begin again with kindness? Each new day is a new chance, and the more you practice healthy habits, the more natural they become. One day you will look back and realize that you have built a life you are proud of. You are not just learning English here, you are building a better version of yourself. That is what SpeakPowerDaily is all about. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this episode inspired you to make small, healthy changes in your life and helped you improve your English listening skills. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to SpeakPowerDaily on your favorite platform, whether it is YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. We release new episodes regularly, so stay tuned and keep learning with us. Every episode is a new opportunity to grow, in English and in life. Until next time, take care of your body, take care of your mind, and keep speaking with power. Bye for now.